Love, the relationship from a metaphysical perspective, the relationship of love to fear is the same as the relationship of light to dark. Darkness is not a thing, it's the absence of a thing. So if you want to get rid of darkness, you can't hit it with a baseball bat, you turn on the light and the darkness disappears.
That was Marianne Williamson, the writer of Our Deepest Fear, the poem I have chosen for this project. I chose this particular poem because when I read it for the first time, it was easy to follow along and to comprehend the points being made. Once I read it a few more times, I was able to truly connect with the poem and see the clear theme that we are capable of doing great things. We just lack the confidence to be able to acknowledge it. Though I am still a teenager, as I get older, I begin to relate to issues like the one present in this poem. This past year has brought about many stresses and anxieties that I am still learning to deal with today. I constantly find myself doubting my own abilities in many aspects of my life, including socially, athletically, and academically. For me, this poem highlights how restraining myself from moving forward against these pressures does no good for anyone. To me, this poem exposes how a person's own self-doubt prevents them from knowing their own self-worth. Here is the poem itself. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? But actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking, so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in all of us. And as we let our own light shine, we subconsciously give others the permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So it is holy work to move past your own fear. It does not just help you, it helps the world. Right from the beginning, Williamson uses juxtaposition, or the placing of two main ideas close to each other, for the purpose of contrasting, in order to help illuminate the theme of the poem. She says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. This use of juxtaposition is very direct and clear-cut in order to convey the theme that we can do great things once we stop doubting our own abilities. Also, the author's word choice allows for the poem to impact the reader at a deeper level. When saying how there is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you, the word shrinking stuck with me. People act small in order to ensure the comfort of others. It makes sense. But to describe the act as shrinking makes it sound very degrading. This word choice forces the reader to see the importance of self-confidence, which is lost in many in today's society. The pressures of having the perfect career or appearing beautiful in a way that is defined from magazines cripple most people these days, including me. The author also uses light and darkness as a metaphor to represent our abilities and disabilities. She states how we fear all that we are capable of doing, not what we are incapable of doing. At first, this confused me because it seemed backwards, but when reading it over again, I realized that it is the truth. Williamson is using the light to symbolize that being yourself is better than putting up a fake front. We fear what we can accomplish relative to those around us, so we shrink, as Williamson says in the second stanza. This poem is able to linger with the speaker because it is not just addressing a removed group of people who should be more confident. It includes everyone, even the author. This is shown throughout the poem as the author repeatedly begins statements with we instead of you or they. This creates a more comfortable tone as the reader isn't feeling attacked about doubting themselves. Overall, this poem is important to me because it addresses how we all need to stop tearing ourselves down and believe in our capabilities, because we can do whatever we want to do, no matter what.